AITA for asking my wife to look for a job after I already agreed that she wouldn't work for a year. My wife and I got married 2 years ago and have been together for 7 years. She gave me my two fantastic stepsons and 6 weeks ago blessed me with a daughter. Now, our daughter was planned. I wanted at least one biological child. She told me at that point that if she were to have a baby, she would want to stay home for at least the first year so she could exclusively breastfeed. And I immediately agreed. We were in a good financial position. We had money stashed away in multiple different accounts. We were set. So I did agree to this, which probably makes me an but our finances are not doing so hot anymore. It's not even her fault. My brother stole $25,000 off of us, got a hold of me and my wife's joint bank info somehow. I am pressing charges, but lawyers said this could take months to even be put in front of a judge. I cannot make this work on just my income anymore, because we are only left with $3,000 in the bank account and our rent is $2,800. So I asked my wife to look for a job and explained why. She immediately said I fucking hate you and walked off. I was able to reapproach it later. She locked herself in the bedroom crying and she said she is rethinking our marriage now because the one thing she asked for is that she gets to stay home for a year. And I agreed to it. And now I'm asking her to send her kid off with a complete stranger and give up exclusively breastfeeding. And she is sickened by me. Said she never would have agreed to have a baby with me if she had known I would back out of our agreement 6 weeks in. Said that my brother stealing thousands from us is something I need to fix on my own, because it's my family and if I force her to work she will 100% divorce me, no question. Am I wrong in asking her to get a job? She will barely speak to me now and won't look me in the eye at all. Cries a lot. But I literally cannot do this financially without her. Yes, she gets child support from the boy's dad. And it does help out, but not as much as I need. And my wife's reaction was not bold. I wanted a child. She told me for easily 3 months straight that her only stipulation was that she didn't work and straight up told me before even getting pregnant that she would never forgive me if I backed out. And changed my mind about her staying home for a year. 90 of the money that my brother stole was money she worked overtime for, just to ensure that she did not have to work. So no, it's not bold. I don't even blame her. She begged me and warned me not to back out on it, given that it was her only request, and that's exactly what I did. She says I'm just as untrustworthy as my brother, and a part of me feels like that's true. I didn't keep a good enough eye on my brother, which is how he even got a hold of our bank info. It was in my wallet that I left in the car when he was in there one day. Now she is suffering because of my family fuck up. I'm at a loss. But no, she's not being bold, insensitive, or rude. She warned me and I did the exact thing I promised her I would not do. $25,000 is only what we had saved for the bills. We have separate accounts saved for each kid. My brother and I are twins. Despite not technically being identical, we look a whole hell of a lot alike. He took my info, he went to the bank and withdrew, closed out the account. He didn't have my ID. The bank asked him my security questions and last 4 of my social, which he knows. Handed over the money to him immediately following and closed my whole account out. I didn't even know until my paycheck couldn't be delivered. I called the bank to ask what the holdup was. They told me that I closed the account for days prior. I argued it. They showed me the surveillance feed to prove I did it, and it was my brother.